Few years back, I read this book, Atomic Habits, and a couple of days back, I started thinking that how to apply the concepts of atomic habits to crack UPSC exam. So what are the good things that we can take away from this book and apply these strategies to crack UPSC exam? So let's take an example here. A boy from a small town started waking up 4:30 a.m. every day, not because he was motivated, but because he became someone different. Now this video is not about motivation, it's about transformation. And today I'll show you how to use one of the world's most powerful books, Atomic Habits by James Clear, to crack the toughest exam in India, UPSC Civil Service exam. Now meet Akash, the two-time UPSC failure. He's brilliant but inconsistent. And then he read Atomic Habits and made just one change, and the change was introducing the tiny changes in your behavior, in your everyday routine. So the here aim is not to study 15 or 16 hours, because consistently nobody will be able to do it. But however, if somebody studies for 8 to 10 hours, then of course consistently it can be done. लेकिन इसकी शुरुआत कहाँ से होगी? जब आप आधा घंटा डेली पढ़ाई करना शुरू करेंगे. So you can start with 30 minutes, you can increase then to 40, 45 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and then of course you can reach that sweet spot, which of course you can carry on daily basis. Now this is precisely what happened with Akash. He started with half an hour daily and eventually he reached to that 10 hours cycle on daily basis. He did not set very big targets like some of the toppers said, 16 hours a day or 18 hours a day. So he here confined to 10 hours solid study hours on daily basis. Now within 1 year of preparation, his all India rank was 118. So here the moral of the story is habits are more important than the motivation. We all say, I want to crack UPSC, but that's not a system, that's a wish. And if you want to crack UPSC exam, then you need to believe in the system, not the goal. Because we all know winners and losers, they have the same goals. The difference exists in the system that they follow. So here, you have to introduce solid systems in your preparation. It can be attempting 10 MCQs on daily basis, maybe 10 MCQs from current affairs, 10 MCQs from static on daily basis. That will help you in cracking the prelims examination, and of course it is going to help you in solving the MCQs. Another system can be that you have to write 1 page of mains answer writing on daily basis, or another system can also be added where you are saying ki 1 hour daily or maybe 2 hours daily I'm going to dedicate for the revision, because these are the areas which students or aspirants they neglect the most. Next thing that you can introduce is the habit loop in UPSC life. Every time you scroll Instagram, it's a loop. There is a cue, there is a craving, there is a response, and of course there is a short-term reward. Here the cue can be your mobile phone or maybe a notification there. Craving can be that now you want to just watch Instagram. Response can be that you pick up your phone and start wasting your time there. And reward of course is the short-term satisfaction that you get. Now you can replace this cue, craving, response, reward with a completely different system. Here the cue can be the alarm and the polity book which is there on your table. Now this is your cue. Craving can be the habit tracker streak, because if you are marking your habits on daily basis, you do not want to break that streak, because you know that from last 6 or 7 days continuously you have been waking up 4 a.m. in the morning. You don't want to break that cycle, and therefore that is the craving for you. Response is you get up in the morning and then you give 30 minutes of solid study to this book. And reward can be, this is something which is very individualistic. You can give or reward yourself in any which way you want to. Now if you want to watch a video or you want to watch or listen to a song for 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes walk, you deserve that. So reward can be there. So the cue, craving, response, reward system should be introduced intelligently. And you can compare this, the dopamine hit that you got when you were watching the reels and the dopamine hit that you get once you complete a chapter, the latter will give you a lot of satisfaction. That dopamine hit will have no parallels, and you know that. Next is identity change. Now this is the most powerful UPSC hack. You have to say this out loud that I'm a UPSC topper in training. The goal is not to read the books. The goal is to become a reader. This quotation can make you understand that what kind of terminologies or phrases should be used. Don't say, I need to study Indian polity book. Say, I never miss polity revision. It's who I am. Because now you're talking about your personality, that I'm one of the individuals who when says that I'm going to do this, then you do that. To remind these things to you, you can use sticky notes, daily affirmations also, where you can write, I'm disciplined. I write answers on daily basis. I attempt MCQs also. Because when you write these things in I am, fill in the blank, then that becomes your identity. Here you are not talking about anything that you do, you're talking about your personality, you're talking about your identity. And when things are associated with your identity, then they become integrated and very strongly associated with you. Next is track it or trash it. Now this, again, another technique can be used, because what you do not track, you forget. And the things that you track, you are able to improve on those things too. So use a simple Google Sheet or printable tracker. I used to use a simple A4 size paper before the prelims examination. On monthly basis, on weekly basis, I used to attempt mock tests and I used to write my score there just to see whether the improvement was happening or not, because prelims was the most difficult stage for me. Now here you can track various things like number of hours that you're giving, number of topics you're revising, are you writing on daily basis or not, and how many MCQs you are attempting on daily basis. So there can be like mix and match of these things. It depends on you. You can also write how many pages you are studying, right? Because quality is comparatively difficult to measure. That can be measured with the help of the score that you're going to get in the mock test. But here, number of hours, number of topics, number of chapters, number of questions, number of pages you're writing for the mains examination, these things can be tracked on daily basis, because that will give you an idea whether you are improving or not. Because the moment you will start improvement, the efficiency is increasing, you will see that the effectiveness will also come into the system. The final principle or strategy for you will be, don't just watch this video. Change one tiny thing tonight. It can be placing the NCERT just next to your pillow, or maybe on the table, or maybe writing that one page of the mains paper, or maybe attempting just 5 MCQs, PYQs of a specific subject. Because once you do that, that will start the entire process. Because here actions are more important than any thought process. And UPSC isn't about being a genius, it's about being consistently good. And this is what the book has also said. What's one new habit you will start from today? If you want to read this book completely, the link of the book is also in the description. Jai Hind.